It's Buck D and Shondeen, a show to be forever, a show that'll do whatever our viewers desires. It's Buck D and Shondeen, a show of perfection, an object of affection to quench our viewers' fire, completely free from infection, to be used at our viewers' discretion, waiting only for your direction. It's Buck D and Shondeen. What's up, y'all? We are back. This your boy Buck D.
And I'm Sean Dizzle.
Hey, and we missed last week, but we're back.
We're back.
We're back. That means we got a whole lot of new content, right? Whole lot of new content.
We got a whole lot of new stuff.
The state is opening up. New Mexico is finally catching up with the rest of the country, Shondeen.
Finally catching up with Texas, right?
Like we were like the useless meat in a COVID sandwich. We was just in the middle, looking at Texas, looking at Arizona. We was just right there in the middle, not doing anything.
Not even the meat, bro.
Nothing, huh? It was a mayonnaise sandwich. That's what we were, bro.
Questionable mayonnaise.
But like I said, we had a lot of things going. So last Friday, and then actually Sunday. So Friday, let me take this back. I was at the Amador Live. I hosted Baby Bash and Brown Boy.
I know, this was so huge.
I bet y'all were like, how did they let a black dude host that? We got a little clip. I'm going to show you what I told them. And then on Sunday, I headlined at Stand Up Live in Phoenix. So that was dope.
So cool.
That was dope.
That was by far the coolest because we saw your Facebook post.
Yeah.
We saw his name on the back of the thing, and that's every comedian's dream.
I didn't even know it.
Yeah, and he didn't know. He never knows.
I didn't know.
Buck never knows, but his face is plastered all over the place. And
I did not know.
Headlining, Buck never knows.
So shout out to my boy Six. Six was like, we were walking in, and he was like, yo, hold up, wait, we got to take a picture. And I was like, okay. He's like, your name is right. So we took the picture. It was pretty dope.
That was so cool.
Let's share let's start out with what happened down in Las Cruces at Amador Live at the Baby Bash concert with Brown Boy. Let's go ahead and I got a couple of pictures, little footage. Go ahead and start scrolling it.
That's a packed house.
Like when you see that doesn't even look like New Mexico. People were like, where are you at? You're in Cali, you're in Florida.
You're on the border.
I was like, no, we're down here in Las Cruces. This is still in the state. We got some great venues. Shout out to the owner of the Amador Live. Like, that place is amazing. It's amazing.
Venue. Yeah.
So
nice.
I got another video. So like I said, I didn't, people were looking at me like, this is the host for this show.
No.
So we got, you know me. I'm going to play it up. Watch this clip though. Check this out.
I thought they said I was hosting a Bobby Brown concert. Then I get here and read the flyer. I was like, oh, Baby Bash. Oh. It's all good, though. It's all motherfucking good. Who here to see Brown Boy? Let me hear you. All right. Hey, just so y'all know.
So as you can see, that was like at the very beginning. It got really, it was already packed. First of all, you know from experience, when you go to a concert or a show, especially here in New Mexico, everybody gets there super late. Like they were waiting. They were sitting in their seats. People were yelling and screaming. Go ahead and keep scrolling these pictures. I want you to see. Check this out. Like, look at the people, man. It was dope. Look at that backdrop of the Amador Live.
You just want us to see that ass, bro. Shut up, Buck.
Look, the most important thing on a man is this picture. It's not the back, it's the front.
Whoever took that is cool.
No, they had a lot of great professionals out there taking good pictures.
That palm tree in the back was cool.
Shout out to one of the promoters, Six, Reloaded Talent. Like, this is one of the guys that brought Bash and Brown Boy. I had to get this picture.
Cool.
That's the picture where everybody was like, where the hell are you at?
That was
They saw
dope.
the palm tree, the LED screen in the back.
I might move down there. You know that?
Why?
beautiful.
Well, not saying why as in, you know,
But it's
why.
just 4 hours away from family.
Oh, okay.
You know what
okay.
I mean? And it's still New Mexico, so I still get the tax break.
See, well, I look at Cruces as a college town. I always
is.
look at it
Oh, yeah.
as like the town where either people retire to or you have young people who are going to the state
Yeah.
college. So you what you trying to do? You want some little young meat down there,
No,
don't
no,
you?
no.
Look at Shondeen
I
trying to
gotta
go
get
down there and get
well,
some
I gotta
young,
make some money
trying to
on
be a mama hen and
I might open up a bar, do something nice.
Well,
you know,
if you do it
for the kids.
if you do it, you'll win just because, you know, it's down there. Like I said, it's a lot of young people.
Yeah.
We're gonna fast forward to
beautiful.
Phoenix Stand Up Live. So
This
go
was
ahead
huge.
and show the picture. This is the picture that Shondeen was talking about. If we can get that picture.
I could get, you know, I want the urge.
He's going into the clip. Go ahead.
Racism shit. This you know, the white
Front there.
privilege, you know. Everybody be talking about white privilege. There's a such thing, but I love the black privilege. We got black privilege. Black privilege is talking during a fucking comedy show. They talking the fucking rules when you came in here. That's black privilege. Don't listen to shit, do we? Wait till the movies open back up. More niggas can't wait to get in there, motherfucker. He don't die, don't kill him.
You know Larry.
Love
Larry's
Larry,
from
yeah.
our podcast, The BS Show. He makes our little clips. He made that little clip there. And there's the picture that Shondeen was talking about.
I love
You
this.
like that right there? I didn't
That
know.
is
We
everything.
got there and Six was like, bruh, you got to take a picture with your name under the sign. And I
do.
didn't know that it was scrolling by. So, yeah, like you said,
that
that
is
right
everything.
there is a comedian's dream
It
right
is.
there.
It is.
You always want to see your name in lights. You always want to be on a billboard or something. That crowd
You're getting me
was
motivated. I
so
lost all motivation
dope.
until now I see Buck doing this.
Shout out to my boy Anthony out there in Phoenix. There's Six
Oh,
again.
look at I like his shoes.
So you gotta look. These are all of the other comedians. The guy in the red, he actually put the show together, Mr. Bobby Johnson. I appreciate the opportunity. It was a loaded lineup, man. Like everybody did their thing. Everybody was ready. Everybody was ready to tell jokes. Everybody was ready to listen.
Yeah.
To hear jokes. Like you saw the crowd. They were ready, man.
That's cool.
And
Post Rona, I mean, this is cool.
so are you ready? Are you ready? Because you haven't. When was the last time you officially hit a stage? Was it before the Rona?
Probably, yeah, right before.
Right before?
Right
Woo,
before.
you
Right
gotta
1 week
knock the
before.
rust off, Shondeen.
I did one open mic, got kicked out.
Yep.
So I would say.
Why'd you get kicked out?
You know why.
Why'd you get kicked out?
You know why.
Oh, you told a joke that whoever was running it thought it was too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, but by the time you guys see this show, I would have done 2 more. You know, this past Wednesday, I was at Rebel, and then this past Thursday up at No Worries Sports Bar and Grill in Farmington. So I'm hitting the ground running. I've been doing it during the Rona, after, you know, I just like to stay busy. So everybody always, you know what I hate when people say, I wish I would have known I would have came. These are the same people who knew the first day you started comedy and never came to anything.
Yeah.
So that don't even worry me no more. It's always the strangers that'll come support
That's
you.
right. It's always, yeah.
You can't
yeah.
depend on your friends or your family because they'll never support you. It's the people who don't know you who will look at you and they'll like you for your talent. So
Right.
Shondeen, you need to get back out there.
I know.
You got to get out there. Like
You're making me want. I lost all. Ever since I got kicked out, I was like,
No,
I
but-
lost it all. But now I want to.
you got to look at it like this. It's so much stuff that's happening. You have so much material.
I know.
You have so much. There's nothing that
Oh,
you
I got
can't talk
15
about.
minutes on Bill Gates, man. You know
There
I
you
got
go.
15 on him.
Bill Gates a bachelor. Why you gonna mess that up?
Oh,
you probably can pull him now.
No.
You gonna keep talking.
Do I look like a 12-year-old boy?
You don't. Hell, I would look like a 12-year-old boy to get with Bill Gates. You got me messed up. That man is a billionaire.
I love
Hey,
it.
Bill Gates, you watching this? Adopt me, please. Change my
Right
last
here.
name, Buck D. Gates. Something.
Buck D. Gates.
Hey, y'all stay tuned. When we be back, you will see today's guest, and you don't want to miss this one, y'all. This is going to be unique. We've never had a guest like this one.
I know this is gonna be cool.
It's gonna
I
be
didn't.
good.
I didn't know this place existed.
Yeah. And you know, I went and took care of myself.
Let's
so
see.
you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Buck D and Shondeen show.
Don't tell me you.
Yes, we are back, and as you can see, did y'all see that video?
That was sexy.
Hey,
Bro.
Hey, so we got her here, y'all. We have the owner, the creator of Body Sculpt New Mexico. How you doing, Miss Monique?
Hi.
She was nervous, y'all, so I was like, I'm gonna start with the video.
Yeah.
So we can get her in the mood and everything. So I want to jump right into it. So what is the definition of body sculpting? Because a lot of people have misconceptions. When you hear body sculpting or anything that has to do with the body, people automatically think surgery.
Yeah.
So could you give us the definition of body sculpting?
Yeah, so it's actually the opposite of surgery. So body sculpting, it's all non-invasive. So you could do skin tightening, you could do cavitation, you could do laser lipo. It's everything you would normally do. You're just not injecting yourself with anything. You're not using a syringe. You're not using a needle. It's a lot safer. It's a lot healthier. And it's a good option for sometimes like surgery is just not a good fit for people.
Right. Yeah,
and so
anesthesia is too much.
yeah, exactly. And so I use all non-invasive techniques to kind of break up the fat cells, tighten skin, reduce cellulite, and all of those good things.
That's what's up. So I had, I had to have her on here, Shondeen,
Oh, yeah.
because I already follow Monique first of all, and then I saw that you opened this business. Was this November?
Yeah.
November?
Yeah.
This November in
This past
2020?
November, yeah.
Yeah, during the
wow.
Rona.
That's
why we have
that's
her on.
been our
Mission.
theme for the show.
Yeah.
If you
we wanna
began a
know-
business or your business thrived during the
Okay.
Rona, we wanted you
We
on.
wanna
And
know.
I had asked her, I was like, hey, we need you on the show because I saw the progression of where it started, and then I saw how you built your clientele. Because
Thank
a
you.
lot of people were on top of this.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, what is this, soft porn? Like,
What is
I was
this?
like seeing butt cheeks. And
He saw, I know.
Everyone
I was like,
does.
whoa. He
I was
saw
like,
one
oh,
butt
this is-
cheek.
I was like,
Sign
this
me
is-
right up.
I was like, this is Monique's business. So, I'm glad you came. And we have a
Yeah.
lot of questions. And what we're going to show you later, I actually did a procedure myself.
What?
I went through it and did some body sculpting. And I want to discuss that first of all. A lot
Yeah.
of people think it's just women.
Yes.
Like, can you tell them what's the percentage of men who actually come
Men?
to see you?
Yes, I get so
No.
many men. Yeah, so I would say about 30% of my clients are men. They're super low key. They're a little bit more nervous when they come see me. But yeah, I do a lot of men. And it's just like women. We all need to get rid of stubborn fat. So
Yeah.
they come in, they try to get those abs right, get the abs nice and tight. But
Oh, it's
it's all
ab
the
work.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you want to start this type of business in New Mexico? Is
Yeah.
there like a shortage? Was nobody else doing this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like honestly, I started looking into this, and then like in places in Atlanta and North Carolina and
Yeah.
Miami and Mexico, it's so popular out here. And so even myself, I considered surgery a few times,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, like maybe it's not a good fit for me. It's like there's a lot of downside to surgery.
Right.
Your body might not react to it really well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was looking for non-invasive alternatives. And so I researched places in Miami and these big places that's really popular, and I was like, well, why isn't anybody doing this in New Mexico? I was like
Right.
baffled. I was like, where is everyone?
Yeah, I
Right.
remember seeing
Yeah.
that word. Okay,
Yeah.
cavitation. I
Yeah.
saw this
Yeah.
in Beverly Hills.
Yes.
But I still don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Can you tell us exactly what it is? Because I'm like, it sounds like a cavity of some kind. Okay, that's what it sounds
It
like.
does sound
Someone's
pretty
gonna creep
intense.
up in your
It means it's
cavity, bro.
scooping out your cavity. That's what she's doing.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
cavitation melts the fat. It's the strongest thing we have to melt fat. So one of the things I started him off was like we melted the fat for like 20 minutes or so. It's really good for breaking apart those fat cells.
So it's a machine.
Yes,
right?
it's a
Okay,
machine.
okay.
So it uses radio frequency to break up the fat cells. So it's kind of like when you work out. It does the same thing to your body, but it just speeds up that process.
Can we go ahead and roll those pics because we got footage, pictures of things that she did.
Yeah.
That was me.
There
I
he
came
is.
in there. You see my Harriet Tubman shirt. She wrapped me up. First of all, so
He's
when
not
she-
embarrassed.
when
Look
you-
at
no,
him.
I know,
I'm
he
not.
was
What are you
awesome.
talking
He loves
about?
it. He's a
I
great-
love my
he's the
body.
greatest. He's the
That's-
greatest.
That's actually too much clothes.
That's too much.
I was like, she was like, "Are you ready?" I'm started taking off everything.
He's all making himself
so can
comfortable.
Can you explain what this process is and what it's actually called?
Yeah, so this is called laser lipo. So this is my 360 laser lipo. So I like to do laser lipo on the front of your stomach and then on the back. Laser lipo shrinks the fat cells in your body. And so I'll start you off with cavitation, melting it, trying to get rid of
So
as much as we can.
this is cavitation right here.
So this is laser lipo.
I didn't know you had that tat, bro.
Oh,
I know,
that's-
yeah.
I never went back to finish it because it hurt so much.
Yeah, like, forget
But
it.
anyway, can you explain
Yeah,
what's
so-
a red LED? What is
Yes.
that?
Yeah, what
so
is
all
that?
of this is laser lipo. So laser lipo can be done on the front of your stomach or the back of it, and
Mm.
it could be done by pads or it could be done by a belt. And so I use both of them. The techniques are super strong. This is the strongest laser lipo out there right now.
Wow.
And so it really does a good job. So this was actually at the end of his session. So when we were done with everything, we want to make sure we use laser lipo to tighten up that skin.
Look at that.
Look
She
at
found
it.
some abs in there,
Get
y'all.
out.
coming.
Okay, so
Hey.
is
Isn't
this
it
after one
beautiful?
session?
This
One
after
session.
one.
Get out.
And
right
this
session,
after.
right after,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
And it was it's so dope because after she, can you explain what the cream is, the
Yes.
warm, all of that, what you use?
Yeah.
Because you could feel it. Like, I thought I was just going, hey, she's just going to wrap me up, do a little whatever,
a little hokey pokey. Yeah.
When I
Right.
got out of there, I really felt not beat up, but I was sore.
Yes.
Get
But I wasn't
out.
doing anything physical.
Yes.
It felt like I did a full workout.
Yeah.
Get
Seriously.
out.
And
Yeah.
it feels that way, and it's the exact same thing as a workout. It's just speeding
Did
up
you
that
turn it
process.
up all the way on him?
I did
Oh,
all
I
the
was
way.
a-
He was on
I
fire.
was a roasted turkey, man.
You
I
look
was-
like a
it was-
roasted chicken
But it'll
up
feel
there.
that way, and so like after your session, you'll feel like you either had like a full blown workout, and I also do like booty lifts, and so
Yeah.
even the girls that do the booty lifts, they'll feel like you did like 16,000 squats. Like it's that intense on your body, and so after your session, what I'll do is wrap you with hot cream.
Yes.
To start
Oh, my
stimulating
gosh.
those fat cells to get you to
Okay.
It was
sweat.
so hot. Like she,
Yeah, but
right
that's
when she,
important.
that's what
Yes,
it's,
it
that's
is.
what
It's
she
like it's a
put on it.
detox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
we melt the fat cells, we need them to leave your body through your lymphatic system, and
Yeah.
sweat's the easiest way to do that.
So do you know about the lymph? Where are the lymph nodes? Somebody posted-
Everywhere,
Are they
everywhere.
everywhere?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're on your belly button. You have two down here. You have some on your hips. The biggest ones are your
thyroid, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mouth. And so once you sweat, the fat leaves your body. Like when you're working out, that's where your fat leaves the body through your lymphatic nodes.
Right.
And so this does the same thing. It just speeds up that process.
So what
Wow.
other services do you offer? Can you
Yeah.
name off the services that you have so
Yeah.
someone can book or because the one that I'm really interested in
Yeah.
that I see besides the booty lift was the one where you wrap people up and
Yeah.
they're just full of the thing is just full of sweat.
Yes,
like-
the sauna detox. So
Yeah.
it's a sauna detox is really healthy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we just need to get your body to sweat. And so 30 minutes in the sauna detox, you can burn up to 500 calories. So if
Wow.
you can stay up there in an hour, you can burn up to 15,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing as doing cardio. We're trying to get your body to sweat, to flush out the toxins, flush out the sweat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like to do it for my men after the session because they tend to have a little bit more fat.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we do like a sauna detox right after your session, then it'll burn those calories a lot easier and they'll leave your body. And so you
Wow.
might even be a lot slimmer after your
Right.
session because they've left your body.
Right. And what I noticed after mine, Shondeen, so I went to see her, what was that, Thursday?
Yeah.
So, and then the next day, I go to Cruces. So usually so we went to Cruces on Friday, and then Saturday morning we drove to Phoenix.
Yeah.
I never stopped so many times to use the restroom.
Wow.
And I was gonna hit you up, and Six was so mad. He was like, "Bruh, like
You're like,
every
I gotta-
every
yeah.
2 hours I had to use the restroom."
Okay,
but I
number one or
forgot.
number two?
I kind of both
Both,
actually.
both.
That,
Both.
if it's number, I'm not trying to be gross or
No,
weird,
no,
but I
that's
know that
normal.
if it's number two,
Yeah.
that
Both.
means that he's actually,
Yes.
yeah.
And I
Exactly.
forgot
Letting
she
it out.
had
Yeah.
told me this was what was going to happen, and I had
And
to
Buck was-
run.
he
I was
wasn't
like,
sure.
man, I'm out in public, my pants down to my ankles everywhere.
That's
Like,
crazy.
But I meant to
It's
tell you that,
awesome,
like,
yes.
it was really
That's
cycling
dramatic.
through. It was really cycling through my body. So
That's
let's do
amazing.
this. Let them know where you're located first
Yeah.
of all, and how they could actually set up a session with you.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I'm located in Nob Hill in Albuquerque. You can book me on my Instagram at Body Sculpt New Mexico. I'm booked out pretty far, but I'm trying to get as many bodies as I can before the summer. So
Right.
definitely you can find me on there, or just reach out to me. And my
Right.
number is 505-417-7709.
And and let them know as well, this isn't a one-time thing. Like it can be, but
Yeah.
you actually say you want to make it it reoccurring so your body
Yes.
can really get used to it and things like that. And you can, I know a lot of people want to see dramatic results
Right
then
away.
and there.
Like
That
surgery,
was-
like
you
surgery.
Could see,
Well,
you
you can-
we did
you
see
can.
dramatic results.
But I say if you come see Monique more than once, you're going to see better results, right?
Yes, and it's 3 to 9 sessions are recommended for men and women. It doesn't
Right.
matter who you are, but everybody's body responds a little bit differently. My men, typically, they only need a couple sessions,
Right.
but my women, they'll need at least 5 or 6 sessions. That's how
Yeah.
many I did till I saw something,
Yeah.
good results.
Mm-hmm.
But it really depends on everybody's body, how much your body takes to the treatments, how much water you drink after, how much
Right.
you go to the restroom
Yes.
after.
Yes.
It makes such a big difference. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Shondeen,
I'm so happy you
I
liked
know.
gotta
it.
go see her. Like
I'm
she's-
going.
Yes, I got
it's-
you.
And I want to tell you guys,
I have to.
Yes,
that
we
video,
got you.
the video at the beginning, it doesn't really tell you how relaxing, how calm.
It looked relaxing.
How
You
the
were so
environment
relaxed. What are you
is.
He
talking
was.
about?
Yeah.
He was all kicking back.
I have people that
like
fall
she was getting her
asleep.
stuff ready. I already had my shoes kicked out. I was like laid up with my arms behind my head. Like
That's
it's
awesome.
a really, it's like what she says. It's non-invasive, but it really does help, and it's very, very, very much safer than going under the knife.
Okay,
Yes.
what about the cost?
Yes.
Let's talk. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
probably not want to mention prices. But
Well, this is what
It's
you want to
specials?
do.
It's
Specials,
affordable.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
affordable. If you want to know the prices, go to the website.
Yeah.
That's what you do. All the information that you need is on her website,
Yeah.
and you can find that where she said also on the Instagram, and you can see the book me and all that other good
Exactly.
stuff. Right?
It's
I
a
wanna
lot
see-
cheaper than surgery. I promise
Yes,
you.
exactly.
I want to see Buck's before and afters on the
Yes.
Well, I'm going back. I'm going back.
That's
I already,
cool.
Yeah.
I already told her. And then before we go as well, you have equipment and things, right? Like,
Yep.
okay, before we go, I know they told us we can go over. This is our show.
He said 2 minutes.
So you told me something that I did not know. Men should take advantage of waist trainers.
Absolutely.
Can we talk about that before we leave?
Yes, it's like the hidden secret. I swear we're going to bring waist trainers back to men all
Really?
summer. Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so all kinds of men wear waist trainers. They're like super low key. You can't really see it. It's underneath their shirts, especially in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the best way for you to get abs and to kind of lose your panza. Like it's the easiest way. You can tighten up. You can sweat.
Yeah.
And so I have a number of waist trainers coming out for men and women for that reason.
getting one.
And
I'll
I
be on the
strongly
show. Like,
recommend
next time you
it.
see me on the show,
If
you'll
he's
be
sitting a little
Yeah.
taller, that's
you'll
what
see
it
all
is.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
it's
I didn't know
amazing.
that. See,
Wow,
and so,
I didn't know but men.
So I,
They
you know,
absolutely should. It's like, it's misspoken, and a lot of men don't talk about it, but a lot of my male clients will wear their waist trainer to sleep, they will to the grocery
wow, see, I
store.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 hours a day.
She did give me a roll of the what do you call that wrap?
Osmotic wrap, yeah.
So whenever me and Six go work out, I'm gonna wrap myself up.
Yeah.
Because I wore it all night.
Good.
And that cream was burning and sizzling all the little fat off of me. And I was like, you know what? When I work out, I'm gonna use it. So I learned a lot from Monique.
Yeah, that
you
cream
know,
sounds
it's
cool.
crazy
Yes.
because, like I said, seeing it from the beginning to where it is now, it's awesome.
Thank
I hope you
you.
continue to grow your clientele. And that's why we wanted to have you on here so more people can see it. And you guys are curious, please hit up Monique at Body Sculpt New Mexico. We'll be right back on the Buck D and Shondeen show. We are back on the Buck D and Shondeen show. I want to say that Body Sculpt in New Mexico, that is dope, man.
That's
like,
professional.
That's something that I never would have thought I would have been a part of or even been interested in.
I couldn't believe your results in one day. I couldn't believe your results.
That was 2 hours. So the whole session took 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, she did the little fat laser stuff.
Yeah.
And then what she does is, and we didn't even talk about this, she has a thing where you just stand on it and it shakes for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Your whole body's shaking and jiggling and your legs get all itchy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what that's doing is all the fat that's broken up, it's just dispersing it around your body and it's ready to be released. And that's where I'm going to the bathroom, I'm sweating. That's where it all came from. So
Yeah.
it was dope, man. Fellas, don't be too ashamed to do that, man. Like it's way. I'd rather do that than be one of these guys that go buy a chest plate and a 6-pack.
Yeah,
Go
don't
to
do
the-
that. Oh my
Come on,
God.
let me get the Sparta 300 package.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nah, but it's good if you work out. You know, I always say, guys, we have the cheat code when it comes to getting our bodies back. Women, y'all go through a lot.
Now you know.
Y'all go
It's
through a lot.
expensive
It's
too.
very
I mean,
expensive.
because if we got to keep it up too,
Like,
especially like these girls who are showcasing and doing these
Yeah.
talents.
Well, see,
you
I
know.
didn't know that's actually what you're supposed. When you have the surgery, you're supposed to go to a body sculptor to continue to make sure your body stays in order.
And she knows about this stuff. She's educated in this, right?
Yeah, she went to school. I believe she went to school, North Carolina, for this. Then she brought back her knowledge to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Got the space, opened the business. That's the type of stuff that we love to show here on the Buck D and Shondeen show.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I got to say this. We usually rarely don't get serious, but I have to say this. Go ahead and show this picture of me and Thomas Crum. I want to say this. Rest in peace to Thomas Crum.
What?
AKA Clichè.
What happened?
He was a brother in comedy. The first time he wanted to do comedy with me was at Nexus Silver Tap Room. He literally showed up with an ankle monitor on, and he says, "Hey, I gotta hurry up. I gotta be home by 11."
Yeah.
And if he would have been able to finish his set, he would have won the competition I was throwing that night. He actually helped open for Joe Torre as well at the African American Performance Arts Center. And we also did something at Hush with Lloyd Lee. So I was pulling in from Phoenix, and I got a text that he had passed away. So I wanted to make sure that we give him his shout out and
he's my friend.
Condolences to
on
him
Facebook,
and his family and all of his friends as well. Yeah, rest in peace to TJ Crum, aka Clichè, one of my brothers in comedy right here in Albuquerque. I'm gonna pivot real quick. I got something for you, Shondeen. Shondeen, you always say, Buck, everywhere you go, people know you. They love you.
They
and
do.
You're famous
They
and
love
all this stuff.
They love Buck. They love Buck. I got friends who take pictures of Buck's. He has a vanity plate, and they're like, "Hey, your homeboy's here."
Like,
everywhere, and I go,
was
Buck.
like, if you live in Albuquerque, yes, you've seen my
Are you
car.
at Walgreens on 12th right now, bro?
Yeah, I'm like, who is? I could never cheat. I could never.
He can't. He
What
can't.
was your car doing in this apartment complex off Montgomery at 12? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I got something for you though, Shondeen. I ran into some interesting characters at Rebel. Do you know this guy?
I sure do.
You know, he says, so before we go to the next picture, he goes, "Hey, man, I love your show with Shondeen." And he was like, I was like, "Look, let's take a picture."
That's the neighbor. Yeah.
And yeah, he's your neighbor.
Yeah.
And that's why he was like, "Damn." I said, "All right, let's take a picture. I'm going to make sure we put you on the show."
He's an electrician. We call him Myers Wires.
Is it Myers Wires?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Shout out to Myers Wires.
Yeah.
Check, this next picture is going to trip you out. Watch this next picture.
I knew you were going to. Let's see.
Shondeen, who is that?
Oh my
Who
God.
is that, Shondeen? Who is that?
I'm glad to see he's out, man. Did you?
So
That's my baby's dad,
that's
bro.
Shondeen's baby daddy. I didn't even know it. So look how I'm looking on the next pic. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put this picture. I'm not even gonna tell her. I'm just gonna pop it up on the show."
I'm glad
he comes
he's getting
up, gives me a big old hug. He's like, "Yo, man, I love your show." And I was like, "Which one?" I thought he meant the podcast. And he was like, "No, the one that you do with my baby's mama."
Oh.
I'm like, "What?" I said, "Oh, I need this picture right here." I was like, "Yo." I said, that must have been a long, long time ago.
You know what? I'm glad he had not been out since the whole Rona.
Oh,
He
really?
had literally been inside the house for a whole year.
Wow.
So, and
Yeah,
no one
that's
could
what he
call
said.
him.
Well, that's what he said. He said that was his first time coming
So the fact that he was out to
Yes.
see you.
Yeah. Well, actually, he wasn't. I don't know what.
I'm
me and
happy.
Six
It
had
makes
went
me
to
happy.
Rebel. We went to Rebel just to hang out because we usually do the BS show on Fridays.
Yeah.
But since the things are opening and we're getting busy, we just do it on Tuesdays now. So we said, "Hey, let's go to Rebel, have a couple drinks, check it out." Dude walks in. I was like, I'm gonna have to whoop this dude's ass. Like, he kept looking at me. You know how people here in Albuquerque be staring. So then, I looked at him. I was like, "What's up, man?" He was like, "Oh no, I just want to tell you I love you."
He remembers you from before, from all the shows we did before.
And he was like, I was like, "Hey, let's take a picture." I ain't gonna tell her until. So that was Shondeen's first time seeing.
That's so funny.
I was like, I gotta get her. The baby daddy rolled up on me.
That's funny.
Oh man, that's crazy. So. I love that everything's opening up. Do you think people should still wear their masks, Shondeen?
I hate to say it, but yes.
Wow, I thought you were going to say no.
I was against it from the beginning.
Yeah, so people should still wear their mask even though things are opening up. vaccines, all this other stuff.
It scares me. The vaccine scares me. It scares me because we don't know enough about it. It's only been out 120 days.
Right.
We don't know if it's spreadable. We don't know this whole, and then the whole women's blood clot thing going on.
See, now you know how it feels.
I'm terrified now.
Now
I'm terrified. Well, not really, but.
Well, now you know how it feels to be a man. That's how we do when we meet women. We're like, we don't know, but fuck it, we're going to do it anyway.
It better be worth it just in case.
Hey, we'll figure it out later.
The clap was worth it.
But I'm surprised you said that. There's a lot of, been traveling this weekend. It's, when you go out of state, we're in Phoenix, it's like the mask is an afterthought. It's really like people were looking at us like, why do y'all have masks on?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I'm not going to say bust it wide open, we all good. Like,
right. I think I'm going to be serious and honest. I think it's a little too soon.
You think it's soon?
I do.
Yeah.
And
I think it's real convenient that everything's like.
And it's just because of I think, me, because I'm against the government, and I'm always like, they're putting us out here too soon on purpose now.
Yeah.
That's my thought because the vaccine's shedding, and no, but we still can't prove that, or it's 5G, or I don't know what's making people.
Yeah.
Like we got sick coming from the airport, but it was, if I was driving, it probably wouldn't have happened. So.
I made you proud in Las Cruces. I had that whole crowd on the count of 3 say F the governor.
Oh.
And it was so loud. It was so loud.
So you at beginning, you were on her side. Everyone was on her side now.
Look, I'm on my side.
No, I know, entertainment. We're on the entertainment side,
But
guys.
I knew that everybody was ready to be out. And, a lot of people feel a certain way about the governor. So I'm going to use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
And they screamed their heads off, and I was like, ooh.
What did you do? Okay, because there's anti-Bill Gates crowd too. I mean, that's huge right now.
Well, see, I think when there's alcohol being served,
yeah, it gets
like,
a little rowdier.
it gets, or a lot of people don't know who Bill Gates is, or they don't, you got to get that Bill Gates stuff off early.
Yeah.
Like the governor stuff, you can do that
any state.
Yeah.
What about Arizona though? Because Arizona, they've got a different scenario.
Well,
do they hate the governor? What did you go with the governor stuff there?
Well, I didn't do anything there about their governor, just because Arizona's been wide open. Like, when I first. So my first show when the Rona first started was in Phoenix. Then I did one in the middle of the Rona. And then I did this one. And to be honest, between then and now, nothing's really changed.
Oh.
The only thing that's changed is their downtown area. Downtown Phoenix is really shut down. But you go to Scottsdale, you go to Glendale, that's still popping. It was, like I said, once we got there, it was weird because nobody was wearing their mask. Like, they would wear it for like a second, but then you were like,
that's how it is. That's how it was in Miami. Like you only have to wear it in the shops that are high tourists.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is forget.
So,
not the dance floor, not nothing.
Yeah. Take it from the BS show. Continue to wear your mask, especially if you're ugly.
Yeah. Please. I have a mask fetish. Let's keep it going.
Hey, if you're ugly, wear your mask. It helps. You just have good looking eyes or something like that. Hey, you guys stay tuned to us. We promise we'll be back next week. No more holes in the month. Every Friday night, 7 p.m. You know where to tune in to us on the Buck D and Shondeen show. We'll be back next week, y'all. You guys take care.